For the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving is back, and it's Spencer Dinwiddie.
Man, I could go for some Taco Bell right now.
Just a brief thing in terms of the history of this team. Historically, for the better part of 3 decades, to be a team that's always amongst the best in the league when it comes to taking care of the ball through multiple iterations of the Mavs. As Zubac misses.
I'm good with that after what we saw Thursday night.
Well, when you force him out a little bit farther, Devin.
Well, he was practicing that shot in pregame, shooting a hook from the free throw line. But yeah, if we can keep him out that far, I think we will do well.
First rebound of the game for Zubac after a miss by P.J. Washington Jr. And off we go. Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Clippers. Mavs come into tonight's game, the 28th of the year, at 17-10. Clippers are 16-12. You know, last year Dallas and LA played in a 4-5 matchup with the Clippers 4 and the Mavs 5. And if you look at the standings right now, the Mavs are 4 and the Clippers are 5 in the West. Quarter 3, Mavericks on the board. The Mavericks have scored.
That was a great job by Spencer getting to the middle of the floor to create those opportunities. Wide open look from 3 to start it for PJ is awesome.
Yeah, 2 options there too. He had Clay on the wing and PJ in the corner. Take your pick.
I have to say that, Devin, you know, Skin's worried that one of these days an NBA team's going to get shut out.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's so concerned about that.
I don't know. There's some really
defense in the world to get these players not to be able to score.
Skin he's just like irrationally worried about that. I don't get it.
Certain things concern me.
PJ gives it up. Thompson. Offensive rebound, Lively. Out to Kyrie. Turns down an outside jumper. And it is a...
He'll find you.
Layup, James Harden knifing through the defense. We are watching his numbers tonight. He'll pass, most likely this evening, he'll pass Tim Duncan on the all-time scoring list, moving up to 16th. Punched away from Lively. And it's Derek Lively against Derek Jones.
Off to a good start tonight.
A score and block shots the other night, 13 points and three blocks. But if you watch the game, obviously you know that he had a difficult time, which a lot of people have, with Ivica Zubac. But here, they crowd the paint, they wall it off. Harden gets in there, but throws it away, and Kyrie attacks. Transition 3. Klay Thompson, no good.
Love the looks they're getting, though. I like pushing the tempo, too.
Klay shooting it well over the last 4 games. He had 22 the other night. Harden off balance. By far the biggest loss of the year margin-wise the other night, losing by 23 to the Clippers.
And, you know, Zubac goes over big dudes, much less smaller guys.
Kind of something to note about Zubac's season. He's had one in his career who shot around 73% at the line going into the year. This year he's only 53% on free throws. Didn't finish off the and one. Over the trees, Kyrie looking to score. Clippers grab the rebound and head the other way. Derek Jones Jr., nice touch.
Sometimes laid up there soft, you get a bonus.
Dinwiddie made his first start of the year with no Kai and no Luka on Thursday and makes his second start tonight. Thought it might be Grimes, but Grimes will be playing in a role off the bench tonight. Low clock situation. Kyrie glances to the other end. 3 seconds. He's got plenty of time to do that. Kyrie restores the lead for Dallas. Mavs on their home floor this year, 8 wins, 4 losses. Harden turns down an outside jumper. Pass through traffic. Jones made both of his threes on Thursday in his first game back at American Airlines Center since last year, but missed that one. Jones is shooting 43% on the 3-ball this season. Last year when he shot 34% with the Mavs, it was a career best. Going under the defense and headed hard to the basket. It's tripped away from PJ by Harden. Here's Harden. Loves the step back. Misses from the left side of the floor. Kyrie. Off target on a 3. Harden there for the rebound. Nice. Steal, Dinwiddie. Leaves it for Kyrie. Gonna attack this time. He's tripped, making a pass from his knees.
Sure. Mav City Breakers got some nice cats.
Kleba in the game. P.J. Washington goes out. And then Zubac with the rebound after the miss by Dinwiddie. 5 assists on Thursday. Had missed 5 of the 6 previous games due to being sick. Zubac got the shot up quickly but missed it. And a one-and-done trip for the Clippers. Here's Klay attacking. Now Marshall on the redrive. Lively looking for somewhere to go. Who's going to make themselves available? Finally, it's Irving. And it's former Brooklyn Net teammates Kyrie Irving and James Harden. Kyrie breaks down the defense. Deflected pass, picked up Lively, outside Marshall.
A good job offensive rebound and getting second opportunities because he gets down low. He's just too big to keep off.
Zubac gives it up. Has been on a great streak over the last 7 games, averaging around 16 points, which is what he had the other night. Low block, contested jumper. Chris Dunn, no good. Tapped out of bounds by
To that possession.
Coffey on the closeout. Clay puts it down. We passed the midpoint of the first quarter. Elbow catch for Lively. Mavericks lead it by 5. Lively looking for somewhere to go. This is a good place. A heave at the end of the clock.
Mavs have been running so much action through the high elbow with Lively.
Nice draw. Daniel Gafford is at the scorer's table. As we said at the outset of the broadcast, he's mic'd up tonight. So we'll hopefully have 2, 3, 4 times during the broadcast for some Mavs on the mic. Lively upstairs for the rebound. Najee Marshall on the attack. And it's a reach by James Harden. Now Marshall. Marshall's already made a 3 tonight, and here he is on the attack, spinning, and when it worked out that Najee made his first on 3s, and then once he made that one tonight, he's 15 for his next 30, just to get the symmetrical turnarounds.
15 of 30 is at least 30%.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think.
It's it might be 50.
All right.
4 of the 13%.
But the way he's shooting the 3 right now, I mean, he's almost 50%. That's incredible because he's shooting it at a high volume too.
For the year. Nuts.
Yeah.
Porter's averaging over 9.5 points. He had 12 on Thursday. Harden, a mini step back. Defense is very engaged in the first 8 minutes of this game. Low scoring, 15-13. And there's more defense. Block shot Zubac on the attempt by Marshall. Ball out of bounds off the rim.
I don't think he saw Zubac.
Big old arm coming over.
Always got to use your peripherals. Here's Porter. Down the lane against Grimes. Soft touch finish on the. Clippers haven't played many close games lately. Just 3 of their last 16 games have been decided by less than 10 points. They had a 23-point win over the Mavs the other night. Offensive rebound situation on the tap out by Gafford. Kyrie missed the first attempt. Maybe he'll have an opportunity for another one against 2 defenders. Doesn't get it to bounce home. Powell up to Amir Coffey. Clippers get going front, but Harden wanted it. Did go into the game for the Clippers. And we'll have to wait a spell for PJ's substitution into the game. There'll be a timeout at the next dead ball, so he'll come in once we return to live action after that. A launch by Kyrie. 1 of 7 from the floor to start the game for Irving. Again, trying to take away the left from Harden, who goes right and shoots the step back with Marshall defending, and it's off target. Looks like Grimes is ready to have a go. Still may have a go on a drive inside, and he finishes.
He was doing a good job of keeping him in front.
Harden's got good hands. You know, when he does lock in and play D, I mean, you got guys and you have that trust back there, and they're directing traffic. It makes the guard's job so much easier.
Kevin Porter. And the game tied.
Talented player, good size at the 2.
3 ties so far in the game, no lead changes. Clippers haven't led yet, but they just tied it up for a 3rd time.
Still doing that at a high level too.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too. It's like shots.
Passes well.
Yeah.
But when you talk about role players, high-level role players win you championships.
Absolutely.
And we saw that with Boston last year. Yeah, those guys are probably the 2 best role players that we have right now on a consistent level.
Daniel Gafford for the year has made 2/3 of his free throws. He goes 1 of 2 on that trip. Harden. A 3-pointer from the right side.
No.
I know that's your level of thinking, but he's gonna make one.
Response 3 out of the court. Dinwiddie's first points of the game, averaging 8 a game this year. Again, had 19 on Thursday. Another attack by Porter to Mo Bamba. Bamba 2.7 rebounds on Thursday. On the probe here, Marshall. Inside finds Gafford, and but that one is rejected. Harden on the drive inside, stops, double pumps. Bamba keeps it alive. Gafford on the defensive glass. Final 40 seconds of the first quarter.
Najee did a great job staying at home on Harden.
Dallas in an advantageous position to create the 2-for-1. They shoot it by Marshall.
Good execution there, reading the clock and taking what the defense is giving them.
And the leading scorer for Dallas in this game is Najee Marshall with 7 off the bench. Mavericks did not have much of a bench production night the other night, but they are getting so far in this game as Harden scores on the floater in the paint. He's got 7. The score in the paint at the end of the quarter, off target Marshall at his career.
And Batum is not going to let Clay get that ball.
Dinwiddie operates off a screen by Lively into the paint.
In the middle matters. Getting in that paint.
When you look at the best defensive first quarters for the Mavs this year, they gave up 15 against the Knicks. They gave up 19 in the game against Utah. They gave up 22 tonight. Offensive rebound for the Clippers. It was chased down in the corner by Mo Bamba. To tie it, Kevin Porter Jr. Now, one thing he's not doing well early tonight to put him at 23% for the season. And Porter has come into tonight's game and just made 1.
He's one of those dudes, though, as Clay catches and fire increases dramatically, and it fuels him, and he becomes very tough to maintain as that thing builds throughout the game.
Well, I like to see some swag out of Klay Thompson. He just knocked down a 3, a difficult one in the corner with confidence. Batum gives it up. Porter just made a 3. He turned one down, went to one of the best of the business this year shooting 3s. Powell misses. Oh, wow. Stop and pop. Dinwiddie no good, but that is going to carry him very favorably right to Quentin Grimes. And Dinwiddie perhaps another opportunity. Going to put it down this time to Lively, hooks it home.
The give go to the. I like that. I mean, obviously don't love the initial shot, but redeemed himself in that possession, and I think the more guys that touch it, the better the result.
Predominantly just a possession where Powell touched it, and his quick 3 is up and no good.
Yeah, you're going to need to make it if you're the only dude who touches it on a possession.
Clay has it. Batum did deny him out near the circle. Lively screens. Clay drives up and up. And there had to be such this incredible chemistry.
Yeah.
And you have to recreate that in a new situation. And that's obviously, there's challenges to that.
I think the way you said it too, chemistry, but also dependability of that knowing where someone's going to be, that increases your confidence as well. Man, it's got to be great for Clay as Batum. Oh, man, he got Clay.
Here. It was Batum in the second game of the season, but they've drawn 1 charge all year by Nick Batum in the second game of the season.
Like Devin used to get a charge a game, man.
Yes, he did.
And that's why my hips hurt when I wake up in the morning. Back's a little tight.
You do pay the price.
You do pay the price.
You, as we say often, you put your body in harm's way. Lively had a nice look at the other end, but missed on the shot inside. Porter misses on the pull-up. Batum made all of those free throws a moment ago, trimming it down to a 4-point Dallas advantage. Now it's Dinwiddie. Screening Lively. Shot clock winding down. Re-screen and a foul. And his first free throw. That made him 45 since November the 22nd. 90% in that time frame. And finished off that 3-of-3 trip to the line. So we've seen both teams have players go to the line for 3 free throws here in the second quarter and make the entire trio, make the total trio. Steal, Dinwiddie, deflection.
Nothing happened. He's not as upset about those, but those are lost opportunities, and that's stuff that's happened this year the Mavericks need to clean up.
Well, they have cleaned it up so far tonight, other than 2 Maverick turnovers in the game so far.
That's good.
Kyrie back in, guarded by Dunn. Zubac just scored. Dunn went down. Some murmurs from the crowd about how he went down. And a missed corner three by Marshall.
Is there anything the NBA fan digs more than a guy falling down on defense?
Getting dunked on.
Yeah.
Getting posterized. Yeah, you get crossed. Oh, nice hand. Kyrie, middle of the pack this year, a little bit over 8 per game. Clippers are 3rd in the NBA in steals this year, nearly 10 per game. They only have 1. Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie loops it out to Gafford.
Nice backdoor.
Yeah, nice cut. Kyrie, no.
Shots have just danced around on the rim tonight for the Mavs.
Oh, yeah, cookies. Just catch him slipping right there, puts it right in your hand.
What's your favorite cookie?
You know, I'm a Chips Ahoy kind of guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Classic.
A heave. Dinwiddie misses on the 3-point try. He's got 8. Lively and Najee Marshall with 7. Top Dallas scores. Harden drives. Kicks it to Dunn. Swings it to Powell. One bounce dribble for rhythm. Rebound falls to Marshall. Dinwiddie measuring the defense. Gonna attack. Tries.
Let's go back.
Ball into Kyrie. Baseline J. Rebound and outlet by Zubac. Driving kick by Powell. Powell to the vacated area. Fumbled the kick.
Always by this Clippers team.
Halfway to their average. They turned it over 16 times. 8 so far. Gafford.
Series last year, this was kind of the counter to game 1 when he kind of had that big game in the first half, was kind of go at him and put him in a position where he has to foul.
Yeah, that's a great point.
As we talked about during that game, they do a nice job of tagging the roller and different average in the playoff series last year, but he did get the last laugh in game 6. He caught a body in game 6 with the way he just powered through Zubac in the 3rd quarter for a soul-stealing dunk. Done. No. Tipped the rebound away from Zubac. Kyrie heads the other way. Looks off the defense. Catapults it over to Grimes. And it's a...
off the bench tonight. It's not like jumping out at you, statistically, but he's been...
The Mavs are definitely paying a lot more attention to making those shots a little bit more tougher than he saw on Thursday.
Had a Clippers high 29. 29 for the 2nd straight game, as a matter of fact, but he scored that on Thursday. Nicely done by on the rim, and it falls.
I was trying to read his lips from here. Maybe we'll get it on the mic later. Don't forget, Daniel Gafford's mic'd up.
First double-digit lead of the game. Hand off to James Harden. And Harden with a difficult attempt. Kyrie Irving absorbed. Free throws. Harden's 200th free throw attempt. Top 5 free throw shooters in the league this year. Giannis, the Brow, Shea, Harden, Book.
It was real bad. I mean, you couldn't get 2 feet, two inches of him like it was an automatic foul. But it's still, he definitely has it down to a science.
Makes for a fact where Luka missed 4 games over a week's worth of time.
I think the thing I love about winning 12 of 15, it's not like they were just playing flawless basketball, as Quentin can't get it to drop.
But the PJ does get it to drop with the
all over, but they kept finding ways to win all these games. Not like they were just smoking everybody, but it just goes to show you how much room they have to be that much better.
Collision inside now, attacked by Harden. Kick out for Derrick Jones Jr. Way short on a 3. And closed up by Washington. Powell misses. All's well that ends well. Gafford screening. Lively finds Kleber. Nice backdoor cut. No. They're probably all the streaming platforms, and we're aware of a lot.
Okay.
1 of 2 on the free throw line for Kleber. First point in his 9 minutes off the bench tonight. 10-point advantage. Powell driving off a Chris Dunn screen, blocked by Pete. PJ, no goaltend there, but the ball does fall to Zubac for an offensive rebound, and then he lost it.
I think we got away with one there.
I thought he might have trapped it up against the backboard for a goaltend. And now Washington trying to make a strong move on Powell. Powell dislodges the ball. Washington trying to catch up to Harden. Harden averaging over 22 a game this year. He had 2 games ahead.
I mean, I would 30,000. I mean, he's that type of scorer. And, and he had a stretch where, I mean, his numbers were insane.
I wonder how many lefties are ahead of him on that list.
Well, Dominique Wilkins, Oscar Robertson, Hakeem Olajuwon next up. Harden just passed Tim Duncan, now 16th in the history of the NBA in points scored. Those baskets.
A lot of those baskets.
A lot of those 31,000 plus points that he scored in some of the key baskets, including 30K. And passing players like Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon, Oscar Robertson, Moses Malone. That was the ladder of legends that Dirk was climbing. Special, special stuff. Falls nicely, though, for Lively after the miss by Dinwiddie. Good decision to kick it out. Wayward 3. Tap out. Rebound by... You were going to assist on 30K with Dirk, by the way. I do remember that.
I did.
Yeah.
You know.
This one's mine, fellas.
Yeah.
Play was called punch. 7 so far tonight. First time on the line. This year with Paul George gone to Philadelphia and Kawhi Leonard hurt here at the beginning of the year. Maybe he's going to make his debut, Kawhi, on December 27th against the Golden State Warriors.
I'm curious the shift on offense when the claw comes back and how different they'll have to play with him being on the floor.
And here's Kyrie measuring the defense, drives, line drive, bank shot attempt, no good. Lively, tough rebound. Kyrie, corner 3, on the money! Just his second made basket tonight. Was 1 of 10 before that. Lost ball, Porter.
Shoot it.
Pull up, Kyrie. Oh, it's a rebound. To Thompson.
The work that Lively's doing. Talk about our bigs need to have more of an impact on the game. Still, the last 2 possessions, 2 big threes to close the half.
Harden no good. Tip rebound though by Dunn. And now an attack and a finish. 6 left in the half. It's impressive to grab those offensive rebounds. The Clippers are the #1 defensive rebounding team. They got the best defensive rebound percentage in the league. But the Mavericks have themselves 12 second chance points in the first half. That's what Clipper opponents average per game this year. Under the defense and a pull-up and a splash finish. Porter to beat the buzzer.